Hey everybody, this is Sean Holman of the Truck Trend Network, and we are live here at the 2017 Chicago Auto Show with our good friend Jim Morrison, head of the Ram brand. And Jim, we're out here with you right now at the Ram Truck Territory, which is a massive Ram playground that you guys have set up. So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it really is a playground. You know, we wanted to make sure this is the biggest consumer show that we have in America, and we wanted to make sure that we put Ram trucks hard to work. Customer experience, they can really get to see what all of our competitive advantages are. So let's jump in and we'll take a look.
All right, cool. We're going to go for a ride with Jim here, and he's going to take us through some of the obstacles. As you can see, if you look around here, we've got an off-road course. We've got a wall for people to pull up. We've got a 31,000-pound block with the pulley stretched to 12,000 to show you how that works. So we're going to go along the course, and feel free to ask questions. So we're going to be in a Ram Rebel 1500, and this ended up being kind of it was a buzz model that ended up being a very surprisingly popular model, right? I mean, you guys can barely keep them in stock.
Yeah, you know, the Rebel is doing really well for us, and you know, it's got a great rugged look. It's a little bit different than everybody else in the marketplace. Sure. But it's got some real off-road hardware to back it up. So a great example of, look at this, the air suspension that we have in this vehicle. You can lower it right down. You can get into it like it's a car. I just raised it up, and now it's got almost 11.5 inches of ground clearance, and you can take it off-road. But right now we're going to do a little bit even more with this truck. So I'm going to back it into this load leveling display here. So demonstrate what the load leveling suspension that can do.
So yeah, what's cool about this is this truck has 4-corner air suspension, and it has Bilstein shocks, right? And so you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get the load leveling capability of the air suspension, but you get the ride handling of the Bilsteins.
Yeah, it's a great ride, and the other piece of it is you've got some great load leveling capability. So the 4-corner air suspension is standard on Rebel. It's also available on the other 1500s in our lineup. And of
you
course,
guys are looking at the camera. Not only does it show you the color lines and for depth, how close you are to something, but it also shows you your steering angle input. But what's cool about this is the 8.4-inch Uconnect touchscreen, and it's a high-definition camera. And it's amazing that the picture quality is so good. Most camera systems don't have the quality that's
keep going.
Well, and thanks for doing that.
Keep going.
Playing a video game.
Stop.
With actually good lines. And then now watch this. So 1,100 pounds goes in the back of the truck, and now this acts like most other half-ton trucks, right? It lowers down, but you don't want to be that guy.
And you can feel it go down. You can definitely feel the sag in there right now.
Yes, and now, but no one wants to be that guy, so the active air suspension raises it back up. So now you're back up, you're level, and you're nicely balanced, even though you've got a full load in the back.
And what's cool is you guys actually have a video display over here off to the driver's side that shows the truck going up and down. Here we go.
All right, hold up.
Can we do it again?
And do one.
Can we do it one more time for video? Ask him to put it down.
Put it down, please.
And again, you can really feel that sag, and you can look at the lower left-hand corner of that screen and then watch the truck come back up with the air suspension compensating for the load back, which is really cool.
Yeah, you know, it's great technology, and we're class exclusive, as you can see from the other side of the truck.
Yeah.
And it's something that, you know, it's great to have if you load up your truck and if you want to be level.
Yeah.
All good?
You're still in bed.
Okay.
Up.
The other thing about the air suspension is it's got 4 settings, so you can drop it all the way down to the jounce bumpers and get into this truck like it's a car. And it's also got an aero mode, so when you're driving at highway speed, it lowers down, hunkers down, gives you almost an extra inch of aerodynamics. And
so again, the best thing about this truck is it's really the best of all these different worlds. You have the towing, you have the capability, you have the ride, you have the off-road ability, but yet, once again, when you're on the highway, it'll lower you down to aero mode, and you can take advantage of better aerodynamics from a lower profile in the wind.
And this is a good example of those Bilsteins. Feel the
yeah.
I mean, it's just walking through. We got culverts that are a foot and a half high here.
Yeah.
And we're just walking across it, and this
It's awesome.
is unbelievable how quiet, collected the truck is.
So our next obstacle here is the hill climb.
Yeah, 35 degree angle. I'd like to demonstrate the traction that is available with this Rebel. It's in 4-wheel drive, low, and
Is that 35 degree?
it's 35 degrees. And here you go, straight up. You can just see the top of the.
Yep.
It's got hill assist. I got my foot off the brake end.
So
of the gas.
it's holding the truck for us.
And then watch that. Just puts the traction to the ground. The Toyota tires on this thing have incredible bite, and they're great. Going up like the steep grade we've had, they're even really good in the snow.
Yep.
I found driving these through a couple of big snowstorms over
Yep.
the last
We're a
couple of
big
years.
fan of the Toyotas. They make a great tire.
It's really good off road and in real world circumstances.
And
So,
this truck is equipped with a Hemi,
it is.
and you can also get the 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 with it as well.
Yeah, both are great choices. The extra horsepower in the Hemi is nice. And now watch this. This is 25 degrees. We're going straight up here. Got a chance to put your Rebel a little sideways and really have fun. I don't know what you got squeaking on the back seat there, but look at this. This is I guess
There
it's
you
the
go.
track.
Yep, it's the track.
Making it go, and then look at this, all the way down.
Yeah,
Shows
I
good
mean that's a huge
articulation.
angle. Yeah.
Yeah, nice and sturdy and cool and confident. Lots of stability.
And for those of you not familiar with the Ram truck, of course, it has the dial for the transmission indicator. It controls the 8-speed automatic. And it nicely about the dial is it frees up the console space for storage and other things too.
And a question from Brad Marsh: is there an EcoDiesel option for the Rebel?
There's not.
There's not currently.
And there it's lowering right down. So give it a second. It's going to lower right down, and to go into exit mode. And
It'll be
truck is
kneeling
nice
for
and low.
easier ingress and egress.
Yeah. And
Very
it,
cool.
and that's like it's a car.
All right, cool. Let's check out the next obstacle.
Right.
How was it? Awesome. All right, we'll meet Jim over here on the other side of the Rebel. So we can see.
If you don't care which 25 it is, it's fine by me.
So we've got a 2500.
Yeah, we're going to jump in the Power Wagon here next to the Powerball.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
And then we'll do that, okay?
No problem. So you can see all the different vehicles that they have here. We've got Ram 2500. This is with the new off-road package, which is a hell of a nice truck. This has Bill Steins on it also. Skid plates. It's actually a really great value. You've got looks like a limited dually over here, 4-wheel drive. You've got a 1500 Hemi crew cab, the silver truck. We've got this beautiful Power Wagon. So, Power Wagon's been around since 2004 as a 05 model, I believe was the launch. And they've just kept making it better and better. Now equipped with 33-inch Wrangler Duratrax. Watch it pull up the wall here. Front and rear lockers, sway bar disconnect, rear coil springs. Just think of it as a really upsized Wrangler Rubicon. Very cool. You can see that the wall and everything is damped in order to make sure it doesn't fall down cold. But they are all weighted so the trucks are working to pull them up. So this is the new Power Wagon without the graphics package on it. It's got the new Rebel-like grille on the front, and it starts to have some of those Rebel styling cues.
Ben, this is my truck this time.
And you can hear behind us over the track. So the Dodge boys are having a little bit of fun over there with some Hellcat burnouts, and that's what you're hearing in the background. Not only does Ram have this really cool setup here, but They actually have a mini drag race course over there where you can take a Hellcat and do a burnout inside the convention center. So that's pretty awesome. So you guys at FCA really know how to have fun with your trucks, right?
We like to work them hard and play hard, and you know the nice thing about seeing the breadth here on display and on the track, you get to do both.
Yeah.
And customers really get a chance to experience what trucks should do: work hard and play hard. And it's not just a regular auto show where you come in, you know,
Static displays everywhere.
You walk across the carpet and sit in the truck and maybe touch it. You know, you actually can demonstrate, you know, what it feels to, you know, pull 30,000 pounds.
Yeah.
If you want to pull over a house, it's all stuff that you can experience
These guys jump
first
in this right
first
now.
time here.
He's got a segment here and another in a 35.
Let's jump in the power wagon.
Hey, Jim, we're out of time, so
Okay.
drive real fast.
And as you heard, Jim's a very busy man, being the head of the Ram Truck Division, and he's spending some extra time to show you guys some of the things on the course here. So we appreciate it, Jim.
Yeah, no, it's great to have some time on track with you guys. I mean, you can experience things, you know, in the extremes, but you can share it with your watchers and your readers. But you know, this is a great experience for a lot of consumers that are, you know, maybe in the marketplace for a truck in the not too distant future, and they get a chance to see what it's like to be inside and working hard.
So while we're waiting for this truck to pull off, one of the biggest hits at the Texas State Fair last year was the TRX concept. I know our readers were absolutely blown away by it. We saw it here sitting on the stand, and so let's hear it from the horse's mouth. What's any progress with that? I mean, I know your consumer response has been amazing, and everybody wants to know, what are the plans?
You know, that's the best thing about it is what customers have been telling us about it. Everything from build it, I want one, to you know, do this with it, do that with it. They like the fact that we've given it lots of power. We like the fact that in a real V8 it sounds amazing.
It does sound amazing.
It sounds like a real truck, and you know, a lot of fun with that, and you know, it's got real good engineering behind the suspension upgrades we made with that truck. So you know, some serious off-road.
And it's not just a concept. You guys actually went out and beat the crap out of that truck to prove it. It's that same truck. It was out on the trail bombing over things, and when you open the doors up, you can still see the dirt in the floor mats and in the corners, even though it's here at the auto show looking pretty right now.
That's a good point. You should you know, go on to ramtrucks.com and just watch the videos of us.
Yeah.
That was the most fun with actually doing that whole project. Was actually you know, what the engineers got to do with that truck. So it's been a lot of fun, and it's got a great response. I'll direct you over here to take a look at this dually. I mean, it's hooked up and showing what 900-pound feet can do. Of course, a dually Ram can tow over 31,000 pounds. So you know, with the Cummins, you can see what it's doing. Right there on track. So
yeah, very cool watching the pulleys and stuff, and you can see it going up.
Where else in the city, you know, we challenge the guys to really show the ultimate capability of the truck, and give us a sense of the ability to show the customers what the truck is capable of. So they were able to pull that off with that. We call it the Tower of Power. And then we've often said, you know, this thing has got so much power it could pull over a house. Well, here you go. There's a Ram pulling over a house.
Right on.
You know, this is not a full house. It's only a 5,000-pound wall, but still incredible with what it can do. And you know, we've hooked it up really easily with the two tow hooks in the front of this Power Wagon. But
and these are the stock tow hooks that come with every Power Wagon, right?
Exactly, and it does this with ease. And if you take a look at you know, what it's capable of doing. It just pulled the wall right away. You got to be a little bit careful with what lowering it back down here, but it's incredible. One thing I'd also point out is this thing has a winch that can tow 12,000 pounds.
Yep.
So we could actually pull the winch out of the steel bumper, hook it up, and do the same thing.
We've actually used that winch to pull people out of the snow on highways and stuff before in Power Wagons, and that's one of the best features of the truck. Again, in addition to the coil springs and the link coil suspension, the front and rear locker, the sway bar disconnects, and Jason, if you want to take a picture, I don't know how many trucks have a real honest manual transfer case still, but you can see it right here. Pretty awesome that you guys are building trucks like this that are as honest to what a truck should be. This is definitely one of our favorites.
Yeah, it's incredible what this truck will do. You disconnect the sway bars, give it almost 2 feet of articulation between the front and the rear wheels. At the same time, you can engage the rear locker, and if you get in real trouble, engage the front locker. And it's incredible where this Power Wagon will go.
Well, thanks for spending time with us today and showing us some of the Ram products here at the 2017 Chicago Auto Show. Again, for Jim Morrison, head of the Ram brand, I'm Sean Holman with the Truck Trend Network, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for following.
Are you going to do the 3,500 second?
We did it just exactly.
Okay, great. You're good to go, man.
Really replaceable at home.
Yeah, so that's
It's all one piece. These ship separate. So we have to make the frames.
To the right! Go to the right! More to the right! Perfect!
It's a double edge.